I don't usually do two broadcasts in the evening, but this is sort of news which I have just discovered. The Three Gorges Dam, China, Hubei province, is going to release 500 million metric tons of water over the next 5 days to relieve the problems related to the drought downstream of the Three Gorges, the Yangtze River. The Three Gorges Dam in itself is the lowest level in 4 years, at 40% lower compared to other years in general. And this is a drought in China, which is the last time it happened, according to experts, is 40 years. Now, I'm going to give you a little snippet right now of a newscaster from India, from Wyon, I think it's called.
Largest river, the Yangtze, is drying up. Water levels at the Three Gorges Dam at 40% lower than for the same period over the last 4 years. However, it will be releasing 500 million cubic meters of water over the next 10 days.
So does this actually mean that the webcam will be working and we could see actually the Three Gorges Dam open the sluice gates if it's going to release 500 million cubic square meters? I think that is, I'm really bad at these kind of things, but it sounds a bucket load of water to relieve the flood pressure. Only time will tell. Upstream of the dam, about 600 kilometers at the end or at the beginning of the reservoir is Chongqing. And this, you can see some pictures here. And afterwards, I'm going to show you some pictures which are coming now, I do believe, of what Chongqing was like, what is normally like with the Yangtze River flowing through it. So many acres or hectares of farmland have been destroyed because of the heat. This heat is according to records, it is the highest it's ever been, and it's going to last again until August the 26th. So it's the 18th today, so that's another 6 days of extreme heat in certain areas of China. Away from that, if you go to the north, they are having some floods as well, which we have seen on the weather forecast or the weather map that I did, I do believe, yesterday. Because of the heat and because of the electricity demand is so high with air conditionings, governments have advised people to have their air conditioning on at 26 and only not anything lower than that, like say 16 or 17. 26 is the temperature. Workers, factories, not to have the elevators working on the first 3 floors. Many companies like Apple and Toyota, again, which I did describe yesterday, have not necessarily been closed, but put down to a minimal operation to reduce the electricity. Because of the air conditioning, because of there's very, very little electricity coming from hydropower and it's going to all come from coal, like it was before, there's not enough power. And the coal, usually for energy, has to come from Australia, but China, well, they've had arguments with Australia, so they're minimizing that and getting a cheaper, inferior coal from themselves and from Indonesia, which you need more coal to produce electricity. It's a never-ending circle, and China has really bitten itself in the foot by not being a world team player, just being an individual player. At these moments, we do pray for the innocent victims, the farmers who have lost their sort of livelihood and don't know where their next dollar is going to come from. The people who will have their electricity cut in this area of China, which is called the furnace. Usually in the summer, it's incredibly hot. I have experienced this in 1994 and 95, when most days electricity would cut and you would lie basically on the floor because it was so hot, just praying for when the electricity comes on. I've been through it, but this is actually even worse than that. So the people we actually pray for, and we do pray for rain or for it to cool down or for something like that. I do have another video coming up a little bit later for today, which I originally made in the morning. I'm making this in the afternoon, but this one is going to be at the usual time, 6:30 p.m. my time, that's 7:30 p.m. Hong Kong time, on the 18th of August 2022. That's going to be around about 12:30 p.m. lunchtime in the UK. So there will be another video a little bit later today. I'm not too sure what time it will be on, so please make sure you subscribe, hit that notification so you can watch the actual main video which I made for today. It does cover it in more detail, but what I'm really emphasizing is what we really talk about on this channel is the Three Gorges and that 500 million square cubic meters of water to be released over the next 10 days. I don't know how much that is, but again, I repeat, it's a bucket load. I will leave you with some images of what is happening from netizens and from newscasts from China related to the heat and floods. My name is James. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.